the property. It's really wet, so I'm trying to do it without getting stuck. But, so it's cloudy, you can see, and it's cold. But here is the Schoharie Valley. Here is Fritzy. Dooga, 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 dooga. All right, my machine's a little loud, so bear with. Maybe I'll take the, I don't know. But here we go. So everything you can see is our property right now. And over here, look, look, look. Those are all boys playing and doing all boy things. Yeah. Yeah, they're boys. Okay. Wave like a human. I will run them over. I'm kidding. I will not run them over. Wave high. There you go. Okay. Here's my sister's camper. And my sister's cool car. My nephew's camper. And over there is my brother's camper and my camper. And then, so here's the barn. Now this thing has withstood, I don't know, 100 years. This front part over there where the doors open, that used to lead into the milk house. And we had a dairy farm, a little one. It was just Dad and us kids. Everything seemed bigger back then, right? So there's my brother's dogs hanging out in their run. They're spoiled as can be. And this, coming up here, is the house that I grew up in. So the back part here, where there's no wall, that is where the kitchen was. And actually off the kitchen, here, let me turn this off for a minute. Actually off of the kitchen, right here, there was an extension built on. My dad built a pantry and a laundry room. And then up there, this was the living room, and that was some bedrooms up there. And that was one of the main doors into the house. Let's see what else I can do. I can't believe that antenna is still up on that house. That antenna's been there since 1966, at least as far as I know. Okay, so that right there is a lilac bush that I saw my first ever hummingbird. That was pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna take you guys. Now here is the front of the house. Hold on, I'll stop right at the road. There's the front of the house. Used to sit, now in front of those bushes there used to be a big oak tree, huge oak tree. And I'd sit in the oak tree and wait for the bus, believe it or not. All right, we're gonna cross the road. Now here we go. This field is where we kids used to play soccer and kickball and all sorts of stuff. I don't know how wet it is over here, so I hope I don't get stuck. Ooh, haha, a chipmunk just ran in front of us. That's Lynn and Steve's party barge, which isn't much of a party because I haven't moved it in 2 years, but that's a whole other story. Okay, let's see here now. We're coming over to the pond, the first pond that Al dug. Right here. There's the first pond. We do swim in it. Not often right now because it's a little, well, it's a little yucky, for a lack of a better word. With the growth of the milk pods or whatever they're called. But you can see where the dock was and all that stuff. So we used to swim in it. And then, I don't know where you think you're going, Fritz. And then over here is the other pond that Al built. I don't know why. I don't remember why. But he built 2 of them. And he's considering a 3rd. I think he just gets bored and wants to play in the dirt, to tell you the truth. So, Fritz, lay down, please. All right. So, then over here, over there, is the entry to the woods. We used to play in those woods all the time. Dad built some teepees back in there so we could have like camps and stuff like that. It was really fun. We'd do family picnics. But this is the property, and like I said, as far as you can see, here's another view. You can see through my windshield. Here's another view of the whole farm. Oh, it's cold, you guys. All right, now I'm gonna go up the road a little bit, and I'm going to take you to the other side of the house. All right. Little bit muddy, but my side-by-side's doing well. So that you're looking down at is the Schoharie Valley. And now this is another view of our house, our farm, our property. And I'm going to take you up over here. We're just going to go on the road for one itty bitty minute so I can get around my nephew's trailer. Alright, so here we go. Now this was actually our yard when I lived here. This was our yard. That tree was tiny. And this was all built up around, that's Mom's forsythia bushes, but they're now being overtaken by wisteria, which is beautiful anyway, but very, very invasive. And here's another view of the campgrounds. And that back bedroom used to be mine. And then right here, this door right there is actually the bathroom that my brother, it was the bathroom originally in the house. And he just reopened it to come out this way. Now we're gonna come up here. I tell you, my brother had to mow all this. I never had to because I was too young. But all of this, look at this, you guys, right here. This is a giant Japanese wisteria bush that has intertwined with a forsythia bush. It's bigger than my Jeep. It's bigger than my Jeep twice. It's bigger than my camper, actually. Fred, sit still, please. Come over here. Thank you. And there's some honeysuckle, very invasive, but very pretty. We're gonna go around the pond. Now this used to be the only pond that was here. When I was a kid, we used to fish for bullhead in here. We also used to ice skate on it, but now you can't even really see it that well. I gotta go a little fast because it's muddy here. See if I can see. There's a breakthrough. No, we'll see the water on the other side, so hang tight. There we go. So there's what it looks like now. It's a very shallow pond, so it easily and quickly overgrows with, algae and stuff. But let's see if I can see up here. There we go. So I'll tell you what, this pond used to seem huge to me. Now it's not, Well, I mean, it's a good sized pond. And it's spring fed. But, and again, another view of the campgrounds. Now over here, over that way, is a spot we call the Pines. So let's see if I can get us over there without getting stuck. Let's take a ride. Sit still, Fritzy. We're going through some muck. Oh, I don't know if I trust that. Oh, there's a killdeer running in front of us. I'm gonna go around this way because that looks really like I might get stuck in there. If I had my four-wheeler, I wouldn't worry, but this is only a two-wheel drive. so I'm not going to chance it. Up at the top. Now this is where my brother actually was mowing the lawn and cut his toe off. I know, weird story, but anyway, you learn things as a kid. And now we just go downhill. Whee! Yeah, so here's another view of the house, the back view of the house, where you can see the kitchen pretty much is falling off of the building. Now my dad used to yell at us, we used to lay up on that roof and go sun tanning. He used to yell, "You're gonna make the roof leak," which we probably did. Alright, out on the road for just a quick minute. And then back into the driveway. I don't like breaking the law. Alright, now I want to see if I can get us out to the pines. And then I believe it's time for a camping cocktail. Actually, everybody's hiding in their campers because it's so cold right now. But I'm going to see if I can just show you guys the pines without getting stuck. Oh my God, I almost just said to you guys, I don't have my cell phone, so I hope I don't get stuck. I'm recording on my cell phone. It's one of those days. But it has literally rained for a week. And when I say rain, I mean it has deluge. It's been bad. All right, so here is the pines. And if you see that one where the branch goes out like that? That used to be actually way lower, and we used to sit on that branch and pretend it was a horse. Isn't that funny? But here's the pines. This used to be lined with raspberry bushes, but they were so thick you couldn't get in to pick them because they were too thick. And there's the creek that Fritzy and I sat in last week. I don't know if I can get through it, but I guess I'm gonna have to try, huh? All right, I'm gonna pause this. All right, so I actually should have recorded that. That came out pretty cool. My side-by-side made it through with no problem. It's a two-wheel drive, so I didn't want to get it stuck. But all right, I'm gonna head back to the camper, and then maybe I'll take you guys into the barn. So stay tuned for the next one.